Welcome back to a small guide slash tutorial to how to obtain different types of uniforms and specializations and other stuff within the world of Division. So without any further ado, let's jump into it, and please remember, if this episode helped you or if you enjoyed it in any way, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. Really helps out the channel grow. Now, to obtain the uniforms, first of all what you need to do is get to level 30 and complete all the main missions and the current 3 strongholds that are available to you. Once you get all the cinematics that are, the Black Tuska invading, you will need to now travel back to the White House. You would notice once you enter the main base, you would notice that to the left there is now another table that allows you to switch specializations. Well, to obtain specializations. Once you come up to the table and you click on it, you will unlock all of the specialization. Well, not exactly. What now you need to do is click on each specialization and activate each specialization individually. If you don't activate them individually, the only outfit that you're going to have is the outfit of the specialization that you're currently using. You can have all 3 specializations activated all at once. So it doesn't matter which specialization you pick first, you just gotta activate them in whichever order you want. Just do all 3 of them and get all 3 uniforms and not even think about it. Now, the most important and the only reason why you would want the specializations is honestly it's not for their weapons, because let's face it, the specialization weapons are not oftenly used and usually saved for particular things. So the most of the time you're using your regular weapons, and what specializations allow is having particular talents. Pretty much a talent tree on top of another talent tree that you already have, where you gain abilities and unlocks and so on. This talent tree further on improves your abilities, so don't look at the specialization weapon alone on what it does. To you it might not matter what the specialization weapon does because you like using a particular weapon that's not specialized. So a particular talent tree, let's say from a sniper tree, would be more to your liking just because you're using another weapons, but you don't care to use the specialization weapon. A lot of the talents really can be applied to regular weapons and regular combat from the specializations tree, which is actually great. Now, to get the points to increase your, so you could spend in the specialization tree, you could either obtain them from missions, doing stronghold, or different events across the map. You could, when you mouse over any of the events, it will tell, or any of the strongholds or missions, they will tell you straight up how much points you're going to get towards your current specialization. But please note, when you kind of do finish this in specialization, you end up getting 3 points available to you all across the board right away. But there's not really much you can do with 3 points, because everything interesting kind of starts at 5 points or above. Also, please note that you raise your each specialization individually. Meaning, if you complete a mission as a demolitionist, you will gain a point. Let's say a regular mission that gives you a point. You will gain a point towards a demolitionist, not a point towards survival and a sharpshooter. So please note, the specialization that you want to have the points obtained is the one that you have to have picked for it to gain points, even if you don't really using that specialization tree, but for you to weapon, but if you want to obtain points into that tree, you have to be switched to that weapon. If you look, the points are not kind of combined. You could have 5 points in saying the demolitionist saved, 20 points in survivalist, and like 8 points in sharpshooter. Each of them are kind of separate, but they all work together. You could actually have all of the trees unlocked, but the only tree that is active at the moment is the one that you have currently activated, and that's the one that also will receive the points for every mission that you complete. Unfortunately, you can't really cross-dress your specializations, to say in a way, where putting sharpshooter stuff on a demolitionist or demolitionist on survivalist. The uniforms that you wear are going to be purely attached to your specialization. So if you could either choose not to wear the uniform or use the uniform of your specialization, unfortunately you can't use the uniform of another specialization. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this nice little guide on specializations and uniforms. If you enjoyed this episode, I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel grow. Thank you all again for watching and see you in the world of Division.